Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're looking for a super easy DIY that only requires 2 to 5 ingredients that you already probably have at home to make those curls pop, to leave that hair shiny, glossy, and strong, then stay tuned for today's video. I think you'll like it. Okay guys, so I'm going to start out on freshly clarified hair. If you have never clarified your hair, I want you to check out this video above. It is my Fine Hair Bootcamp video where I talk about the benefits of clarifying your hair and how to do it in such a way that you don't dry or strip your hair. All right, so step 2 is to make your bentonite clay mask. Now, I have already begun to make my mask because I like to let it set for about a half hour before I begin to put it in my hair. To make this mask, I used a ceramic bowl and I'm using a plastic fork to mix it all together. I like to use a fork because it has kind of that whisk effect to it. Okay, so the first ingredient you're going to use is bentonite clay. I use about 3/4 a cup of bentonite clay. Okay, so the next ingredient I added was aloe vera juice. So I added about a half a cup of aloe vera juice. I like to add that to my masks because it's really good for the scalp. It will help to soothe the scalp. It's great at helping to pH balance. It helps with natural hair growth. It's just highly moisturizing. And then the only additional ingredients you can add, I'm going to list these as optional ingredients. The first ingredients would be golden jojoba oil. I only recommend that if you have thick, high density hair. If you have fine hair, go with an essential oil, either your favorite scent or tea tree oil, which I like to use because it's so good for the scalp and it actually supports your hair growth cycle. And then the last ingredient would be just a pinch of apple cider vinegar. All right, so I'm going to go right into demonstrating how I apply the mask to the hair. What you want to do is section your hair as you just observed me do, and then you want to go ahead and add your mixture to your hair, focusing on your scalp. The reason you want to focus on your scalp is because the texture of the mud is just perfect at allowing you to exfoliate your scalp. You've probably heard a lot of recommendations from folks suggesting like you use baking soda. I would never use baking soda on my hair because it is so harsh. Like you can cleanse porcelain with baking soda. However, you still get that texture, but it's not harsh or damaging by using your mud mask. So you can take that, use it, rub it into the scalp to exfoliate it. It's going to allow you to lift any product residue that's sitting on the scalp. And then the nutrients from the apple cider vinegar, as well as the detoxifying component of the bentonite clay, will also work wonders on your scalp, just healing the scalp, making it as healthy as possible. Again, exfoliating it, and it's going to pull all of those toxins out of the hair and then also out of your strands. Now, I don't suggest scooping the mud and placing it directly on the strands if you have fine hair, because it'll be more difficult to remove. Okay, so focus on your scalp, and then you want to take any excess and then pull that down the strand of your hair to detoxify the actual strands and to remove any product buildup from the strands. It'll work just perfectly. So as you can see, I'm spending a lot of time working it into my scalp because, again, that's what this treatment is for. It is detoxifying the scalp, healing the scalp, treating the scalp. If you suffer from itchy scalp, inflamed, you have any sort of irritation around the scalp, this is a perfect simple mask that anyone can do as a regular treatment in the place of using shampoo. It's especially helpful for those of you who like to stay away from shampoos and use this as a cleansing method for the hair. So as you can see, I'm done. It looks like I'm wearing a relaxer or I have a relaxer on, doesn't it? But yeah, so you just place it on. Do not let it dry on your hair because it'll be really difficult to remove though. Okay, and you're done with the application process. Super easy. If you have any questions, of course, just leave them below. And now I'm going to show you guys what my hair looks like after I've rinsed the product out. Okay, so I have completely rinsed the mud wash from my hair, and I have to tell you guys, my hair feels so soft. The strands feel really, really smooth. My hair feels hydrated, and my scalp just feels delicious. I really feel the difference in terms of just the way my scalp feels like without touching it. Is so weird that you can actually feel like your scalp. It doesn't feel congested or anything like that. And then when I touch it and like I rub it, you know, I rub my finger nail across the scalp, like I don't get any of like that product residue or anything like that coming off. It's just very, very clean. So I love that. All of the product buildup that I tend to collect around the front of my hair isn't there. My hair just feels great. Now I'm going to share this tip that will work for everyone, but especially for my fine-haired sisters. Now, when we use the mud wash, it can be difficult to rinse all of the residue and the remnants from the mud from our strands, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if that's the case with everyone and we just feel it more because our strands are so fine. What I do to ensure that I remove everything from my hair is I do a final rinse using about 8 ounces of the green tea I created earlier. I use just the rest of that, and I add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and I use that as a final rinse on my head. And what that does is it loosens up any remaining, you know, granules of the mud that attached itself to my hair for one reason or another. So now I'm going to go ahead and style my hair using a new product. It's the Eco Styler Black Castor Oil and Flaxseed Gel, and I'll be good to go. If you'd like to see how I accomplish this wash and go using this new Eco Styler gel with castor oil on fine hair, can y'all believe it? It's gorgeous. But if you'd like to see it, then turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel so you receive a notification as soon as it goes live. As always, thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.